Hi everybody, good afternoon. My name is Edgar and I'm gonna tell you something about the city where I live. In this time, GPT-IA gonna ask me 15 questions about Fusagasuga. Then let's start. Hello GPT.
Hey there, welcome back. Let me know whenever you're ready and we can jump right into the questions.
I'm ready. Start now.
Awesome. Let's get started. Question one: where is the biggest shopping center in the city where you live?
The biggest shopping center in Fusagasuga is in the end of the principal avenue called the Palmas here in Fusagasugá.
Great answer. That was clear and well structured. Let's move on to the next question. Question two: which is the name of the most important monument of your city and what does it mean?
Repeat again.
Of course. Here's the question again. Which is the name of the most important monument of your city?
Okay, the principal monument or the most important monument is called the Indio Sutagao. It's a memory about the first people that lived here in the Fusagasuga village.
That's a great answer. You explained the monument and its significance very clearly. Let's go to the next question. Question three: how many robberies do you believe are executed each month in your city?
I think maybe 13 minor thefts.
That's a good response. It's clear and concise. Let's move on to the next question. Question four: what is the most important cultural activity in your city and when is it celebrated?
Okay, here in Fusagasugá there are two events. The first, Ferias y Fiestas, it's begin in it's approximately in June, and the second is the Holy Week in the end of March.
Great job. You mentioned two important events and gave the timing for each. Let's get going. Question five: what do you think is the most delicious food in your city?
The most delicious food here in the city, I think, is the lechona.
That's a nice answer. It's great that you highlighted that the food is delicious. Let's move on to the next question. Question six: what do you consider are the most typical dishes in your city?
There are several typical dishes here in Fusagasugá. Uh, are the empanadas, one dish called la vara, picadas, uh, chicken fried, carne a la llanera, lechona. Um, I think they are the most important.
Those sound like delicious and very typical dishes. Great job listing them out. Let's continue with the next question. Question seven: what's the name of the most important exotic flower in your city?
The orchid is a beautiful flower and is a symbol here in Fusagasugá. Is the orchid, of course.
Excellent. Orchids are indeed beautiful and a great symbol. Let's move on to the next question. Question eight: which are the traditional dances that the people from your city still practice?
The typical dances here in Fusagasugá are the rumba criolla and the torbellino.
Great answer. Those traditional dances sound really interesting. Let's keep going. Question nine: what kind of music is most listened to by the people from your city?
Here in Fusagasugá, everybody uh, listened popular music
Nice.
sung by popular local local artists from here from this city.
Perfect. That adds a nice local touch. Let's move on to the next question. Question 10. What is the area of your city where there is more traffic congestion?
The most complicated area is the square market near to the center of Fusagasugá. In this place is the most terrible traffic in the city.
Great description. It definitely paints a clear picture. Let's go on to the next question. Question 11. What is the most important problem of the traffic in your city?
I think is the large number of new inhabitants that have arrived here in Fusagasugá.
That makes a lot of sense. The population growth can definitely impact traffic. Let's proceed to the next question. Question 12. Which animals or plants appear in the shield of your city?
In the shield of the city, like animals are the bees and the plants is the orchid.
Perfect. That's a great answer. Let's move on to the next question. Question 13. How many people do you believe live in your city currently?
I think is 118,000 people's habitants here in Fusagasugá.
Great estimate. That's a clear and specific number. Let's go to the next question. Question 14. Which do you think is the most important problem of insecurity in your city?
I think is the lack of opportunity, job, study, problems in the home, the poor
That
is the most important problems here in Fusagasugá.
absolutely. That makes a lot of sense. Let's go on to the final question. Which are the three most important tourist sites in your city?
Okay, 30 or tourist place here in Fusagasugá is the Balbura House, um, the center commercial shopping center, and the Coloma House is the most important places for visit.
Excellent. Those sound like fantastic spots to visit. You've done a great job answering all the questions. I'll go ahead and provide some feedback on your responses now.
Repeat me again.
Claro, te voy a dar retroalimentación sobre tus respuestas en un momento. Si tienes alguna duda específica o algo que quieras repasar, me
No,
avisas.
por favor, dame una retroalimentación de los errores que yo cometí en la pronunciación y más que todo en el vocabulario.
Perfecto. Entonces aquí va un resumen de tu desempeño. Uno, en general tu pronunciación fue bastante clara, solo algunos detalles pequeños como la diferencia entre TH y T o D, pero nada grave. Usaste un vocabulario muy bueno y las respuestas fueron muy coherentes. Solo algunos detallitos de gramática como el uso de there is o there are y algunas preposiciones. En general, lo hiciste muy bien. Si quieres podemos practicar más o aclarar algún punto específico.
No, GPT, es todo. Te agradezco mucho. Thank you so very much.
No hay de qué. Me alegra mucho poder ayudarte. Cualquier cosa que necesites, aquí estoy. Un gusto charlar contigo.
Okay.